I think we're live. What's up, comic book junkies? Here with I Love Disney Comics, Steve. Steve, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up?
You ready to
Pop
show?
shirt on.
Get out of here. You ready to show some cool comics or the crappiest comics ever? Not.
Some of the crappiest, yes.
Hey, man, I forgot. I had your opening thing that I made up here, but it seemed like StreamYard deleted a bunch of my stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we got zero. We got one watching.
That's
I
me.
don't know. That's you.
Yeah, I'm in the chat. See, I said, what's up?
I know. I saw that. Okay, so I don't know where everybody else is, but we're gonna show the crappiest comics ever. Not. Library 88's in. All right, Las Cruces. They're starting to fall in.
Maybe we'll show the most uh, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
You should
Crappy. What is it?
something that you shouldn't show.
Okay, so Steve is our guest today. He's gonna show some cool stuff. I'll let him wow you guys with whatever he's got. We're just hanging out with the cool kids.
Oh, is it on me already?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the guest.
So this was show whatever you want. So I figured I'd get out things related to World War II, not necessarily Golden Age comics, but anything kind of related to World War II. I picked this up probably last summer. This is the official movie magazine from 1941. Love
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, it's a good movie. Great movie. Like when he rolls the gun around and
Yep.
knocks the house off the cliff.
Yep, I love that movie. I might go watch that later. That's a great movie.
John Belushi.
And then, since we're coming up on the 4th, here's a kind of an American flag and a American hero, Patton from Mad. Or is that General Newman? I don't know. I'm not sure who that is.
It's General Put On.
General Put On? Yes, it is. You're right. It does say in this issue, Put On.
Yeah, you got to see 1941. That's a funny, funny movie. Remember Melvin in the Ferris wheel?
Oh yeah, with the little puppet or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
and the dummy. That was great. Here's something I thought was cool. I picked this up about a year ago as well. This is National Lampoon. I think this is from 1973. Yeah, and for some reason they just had the three amigos of World War II on there.
Oh
Mussolini,
wow.
Hitler.
Would you pay for that?
Probably $10 or less.
Was that from the store or from online?
I think I got this on my comic shop. I don't
Oh
remember.
wow.
Probably 10, I think.
Library 88 said he loves old Mads.
You like old Mads? Let me see if I have any other up here right now. I do. Well, yeah. Here's one with this is from 1961. This is number 66 with JFK on the cover.
So you collect like all the presidential and war like stuff like connected to World War II?
I collect Mad period, and I like anything
Okay.
incidents on it, history, anything like that. And then I was thinking about my youth earlier, and one of the movies
Aww.
every summer when this came on HBO, I must have watched this movie like 10 times. Flash.
Oh yeah. I seen it in the theaters.
Yeah. I loved when they had it on HBO, man. I would sit there and watch that every time it came on. But that's Crazy from 1981, number 75.
Nice. So Crazy was by Mad, right? I mean by Marvel.
Marvel, yep.
And Mad was by EC.
And since we're coming up on the 4th of July, had to show this.
Oh, nice.
I think I paid $2 for this copy.
Get out.
But then I got a better copy. And I paid.
And you paid $2 for that one.
But yeah, I got this for $2. And since it's open, take a look at the back, because the back is just as cool as the front. Take a look at some of the cool things in here if you've never seen this. Captain America Through the Ages. There he is in space.
Nice.
Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, here he is at a USO show. Thought that was great. Can't tell if you guys can see that really. There. Let's see. I'll show you something I picked up last week. I was up around Cleveland. Here's one of the things I got. It's The Amazing Spider-Man with record. Paid $10 for this.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Let's show something else for the 4th of July. Superman salutes the bicentennial. I don't remember if there's anything cool on the back of this one. Let me take a look. Of course there is. The presidents of these United States.
You know what? It sucks, but it's not a Superman story. That's the only thing I didn't like when I read mine.
Yeah. But it is cool. I mean,
it's all Tomahawk. Yeah, I mean, I read it. I liked it, but it was not Superman at all, which was kind of weird. But I read the whole thing, and it was good.
Here's something I picked up a couple years ago. I'm into...
Paulo's here.
Huh?
Paulo's here.
No. But I'm into really old magazines, and I saw this going through an antique store one day for $8, and I thought this was really cool. This is Look magazine from October 3rd, 1944, with a painted picture.
Oh, cool.
Of
does he look like similar to Benjamin Franklin?
Maybe a little, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Actually, I passed on Life magazine D-Day for $10 because I was like, I don't know, I should have got it.
I'll show a couple more here.
Okay, well, Paulo says crappy comics. Yeah, show me crappy comics. History is written by winners, but the coolest stories are told by losers.
Okay, crappy.
Bicentennial Battle is one of the greatest treasuries. It's Kirby Extravaganza. P.S. I love the Man Wolf record comic.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Here's a crappy comic. This is crappy because I got it for 50 cents. I still haven't even bagged and boarded it. This is Babes and Walt Disney.
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies, though, with Laurel and Hardy.
Here's the back cover since it's not bagged and boarded.
Nice. You ever seen the Laurel and Hardy?
I don't. I've seen a little bit of it. I don't think I've seen the whole.
Oh, it's a classic.
I could show you another 50-cent comic here. This is another crappy comic, not bagged and boarded. This is Walt Scott's The Little People. Happy Holidays.
Yeah, throw that in my pile.
50 cents.
Throw it in my pile, man. I can press that. It'll look nice.
And there's the back. Let's see, anything cool inside? We got a bunch of little people.
What year is that? 58, 6, something?
Let's see. 1956.
Wow, dang, I'm good.
50.
Yeah, throw it in my pile. Aren't we trading for something?
I don't know. Where are we?
I don't know.
Here's another book that I got for 50 cents.
We could be.
This is a Dell 4-color Satan number 666, and it's Santa Claus.
Dang. Yeah, throw that in my pile. That's cool, man. Did you get these from BWD? Oh, those are 50 centers?
Yeah.
What the heck? I need to move to Ohio.
I bought these at that one store I get all the $5 books from.
Do you read those? Because I love reading those.
I do. I'll show one more beat up comic. Let's see.
I almost had a heart attack when Jerry said on his video that he hasn't read a comic since 1997.
When did he say that?
I think it was his last video.
I don't remember him saying that. Here's a controversial book. This is from, let's see, this printing is from 1956, it looks like. This was one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, but they had to retheme it, you know. This is Walt Disney's Song of the South featuring Brer Rabbit. And if you don't,
nice. I need that.
controversial, it's because this is what they called a tar baby, I guess.
Right.
And
I remember you first showed that and I had to find it.
Yeah. But I got this copy for 50 cents.
Dang, that's like $100 book.
Not in this condition.
You don't know that book's going for money now. It's going over 50 in that condition at least. I'm shocked at the prices.
You guys probably know if you've seen my books from World War II before, but I like. There was a letter that came out right towards the end of the war that the generals and admirals put out, and it ended up on a lot of comics, a lot of magazines and stuff. And I've shown all the comics with this on there, but this was to get the American people to invest in war bonds one more time for basically the reconstruction of Europe and pay back everything they owe. But this is a Reader's Digest from June of 1945.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, you're the one that schooled me on that, and then I started searching for them.
Yep. So June.
That's pretty nice. Does it have an article in there pertaining to it? Does it have an article in there pertaining to it?
I don't remember. I've flipped through it, but I don't remember anything about it.
I love Reader's Digest. Did you always flip through and read all the cool comics, the little panels and everywhere?
I'll show one.
I'm sorry. And then they had interesting stories. Reader Digest, that was like part of our growing up. They were everywhere.
All right. So this last one, same type of thing. This is Popular Magazine from June of 1945 also. With
wow.
With the war bond letter on there.
People watching, isn't this cool?
Pretty thick.
Is that pretty hard to tough? Do you look for more of them?
I see these two a good bit out on eBay. I mean, you can get them. I think you can get them on my comic shop too if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I'll show you something you can't get. Try and find one of these. This is Wings from June. Yeah, June 1945 with a letter on there. Look at that.
How come that's not in a Mylar?
I don't have anything to fit though. This is bigger than a regular magazine and smaller than a Treasury, but it's huge.
Nice.
And then on the back, look at that. What does that say?
It doesn't fit. It won't. Oh yeah, it won't fit into a magazine Mylar.
No.
You tried?
I have. I don't know if you guys can see this, but usually these were sent to people that worked. From what I understand, these were usually sent to people that worked in the plants on the airplanes and everything, building the engines and stuff. And right here is whoever had the subscription for this. So he probably worked in a plant in California. I think that's where it says it's from. San Carlos, California, on Eucalyptus Street. Mr. Lucas Brenning. But I like seeing stuff like that. I think it's really cool.
It is. Okay, I think I'm going to try to top you. I don't know if I can, though. That's pretty cool stuff.
Your turn, man.
It's pretty cool stuff, man. Okay, I'll leave it like this. They can see her. Okay, so you showed this.
Yep.
Why does my name have to be in the way? So you showed that. You showed the back of it, right?
Yep.
And then you showed this. And so those were two of my bicentennial stuff, but this is just the issue number 1. Phantasm with Batman Returns, or just Batman the movie.
Cool.
Found 2 of those in the dollar bin. Gave one to my son. Found these at a flea market. I forget what I paid for them. These are the Steranko History of Comics. Have you ever seen these?
No, I haven't.
I used to check them out of the library when I lived in Milwaukee.
Wow, that's a great cover. I like that.
So look at that Sheena and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Spy Smasher, Spider-Man, Skyman.
Those are great.
Plastic Man, Hawkman, Ben Grimm. Here's got Bullet Man, Blonde Phantom, Johnny Quick, Human Torch, Superman, Uncle Sam.
Plastic Man, I almost said policeman.
So I think this is volume 2. Yeah, this is 2. And no, so what it was is a guy had a box of treasuries, and he went into the comic shop that we were at, my local shop. They have 2 shops. This was the smaller one. And they didn't want to buy him. It was near Christmas. They said they weren't buying. So you got Spider-Man again and Human Torch a second time. Then you got
wow.
I forget his name.
Man.
So he was selling them for $10. I called Roger because I know Roger was looking for particular ones. So I bought a bunch of them, and someone else was with me that bought a couple.
Wow, that's awesome.
You got the Shadow, Silver Surfer, Red Skull, Spirit. But they're like a textbook. There's not many pictures, but it's like a textbook, and it goes in like kind of mundane detail. Covers all publishers, the main artists, like the top artists, and it's really in depth though. So it's like reading a textbook. But they're cool. He was going to do a volume 3 and 4, and he never got around to it. So this is Marvel Super Special number 8, first print. Battlestar Galactica.
I used to watch that as a kid. I love that show.
This is second print by Modern Comics.
I didn't know they did second printings on those.
I found both of those for $2.30 at flea market.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then we got a Doctor Strange.
Oh man, I was going to show that.
Ooh, a deluxe limited edition of the Sorcerer Supreme. We got this.
Ooh, forget about that.
Superman vs. Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know why I have a second copy, but there's 2 of them. I read this. This was pretty good. I enjoyed it. The art was good. I have more treasuries. There's just a few of them. I didn't collect these things until I seen Roger start showing his collection, and I was like, oh man.
I remember
walking
kid on the shelf over it's still in the toys section, but where they had the kiddie books and stuff.
Right.
Wish I would have bought more of them.
Let's see here. I don't have the Captain Marvel opening, but
"Oh, my queen," said the royal sorcerer to Hatshepsut, "with this amulet, you and your descendants are endowed by the goddess Isis with the powers of the animals and the elements. You will soar as the falcon soars, run with the speed of gazelles, and command the elements of sky and earth." 3,000 years later, a young science teacher dug up this lost treasure and found she was heir to the secrets of Isis. And so, unknown to even her closest friends, Rick Mason and Cindy Lee, she became a dual person. Andrea Thomas, teacher. And Isis, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice.
What do you think of that?
That's awesome. Was that on around the same time that Shazam was on?
It was on the same time. That was like Shazam Isis Hour.
Okay, I never watched it, probably because I thought it was a girl show. So, I mean, that's the way I was back then.
Oh, I had a crush on her like you wouldn't believe.
I imagine.
I used to think, how can a woman, and I was a kid, I was like, how can a woman look so beautiful? I feel funny.
Yep. Paulo mentioned something about that Steranko histories you were showing.
He said a lot of people are complaining about a lot of mistakes in more recent books.
Yep.
Well, they didn't have the internet back then. Okay, so you know me, I really don't like modern comics if it's not newsprint 1989 earlier, but there are gems. I won't deny that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do collect some modern books. Here's a Spider-Man number 82, Todd McFarlane. It's a German edition. It's the Todd father.
That is cool.
Ederkoppen. Ederkoppen? I don't know how you say that.
Ederkappen.
That's funny. You're funny, man. So I just recently picked up this direct edition.
Sweet.
Or no, wait. Yeah, this is direct edition. I think this is second print direct edition. This is the gold and this is the silver. It's a cool book.
I know you don't watch it, but on X-Men 97 on the Disney cartoon show, they kind of ended the show by Magneto ripping out all his adamantium, which
Oh,
was,
yeah?
yeah.
I have that book
Yep, I do too.
with the hologram. I know these just look so cool. So then I had this book for a while, for several years. I got it from my great LCS owner who passed away from the coof.
Mm.
And I've never seen another one in the wild. And then I found this at the flea market, the newsstand.
That's cool.
So it's actually Spider-Man 2099, number 36, but it's the variant, the Venom variant. And then I think there's like four. There's like a storyline where he had first appearance. So they have like variant covers with him on it. I've only seen these two. I have never seen the other ones.
I don't think I've ever seen that book. But
That is just a killer cover. I haven't even read this, and I've had it for about at least 4 years. Anyways, so that's some modern stuff. I do have patriotic. I'm going to show a couple more, and then I'm going to let you wow us again. Let me check and see what we got going here. Steve nailed the Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, he did.
Hidden Capping.
That's why I got him as my sidekick. Or no, as my partner. I'm probably the sidekick. Okay, so Jesse Lynch just got this one.
Oh, that's cool.
I've always wanted one of these. I just love the title, the trade dress on it. Looks so cool. And most of the times, these Golden Age or early Silver Age Westerns are really good, written well. So Warpath, number 2, June 1955. Shout out to BWD Comics on Instagram. Jesse Lynch in the chat, in the live shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll show 3 more. Let me see. I'll show some cool, crappy books. So Batman 200, first Neil Adams on Batman officially. Smash issue. So it's got that groovy kind of swinging 60s feel to it.
I don't have that one.
March 1968. And I love the background, all the covers from the early. Now I have this one here thanks to Metarog. He found it at my local LCS when he was visiting.
Sweet.
And they had a decent copy for $25. So it was good to get that.
Oh, he found it and he didn't buy it?
Yeah, because he don't like Batman.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I want that book.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said I want that book. I still don't have a copy of that one.
It's 251, September 73, classic Neil Adams. Joker cover, introducing Joker as psychotic. I'm trying to read this. As a homicidal maniac. This was an AOK from Man Cave about 6 years ago.
That's awesome.
First time I ever cried on camera. So, and then last one, I'll throw it over to you. Pick this up at the comic shop, I think last year, maybe year before. Nice copy for $40.
Yeah, it looks nice.
There's another one for 40 at my other LCS, but it's got like water fade. So it's like fades into white at the corner. And I'm like, I don't know. It is a cool cover though. Great story. They actually Jim Lee homaged this story in a Batman in the 2000s. I forget what issue. And it was still just as good.
Oh, hold it back up, because everybody talks about this.
Yeah, his pants.
Batman still have his pants on if Roz is holding his entire suit.
Maybe he's wearing long underwear.
Maybe he wears gray and what is that? Gray and blue underwear under there.
It's always Neil Adams has these classic covers, and they have like a fault, like the leg,
Yeah,
the Superman one,
yeah,
the underwear on here.
yep.
but nobody cares anyway, you know.
Yeah, they're just awesome covers, and you overlook it.
I wonder if there's a way to make me small and you big.
I don't know. Is there?
That's not it.
No. That's not it.
That sucks.
Huh. So you can't be on there?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll show a couple other old things that I have here.
Hold on. Let me interrupt you for a minute. Hey, you people in the chat, wake up and make some comments, please.
Yeah, and come on, join us.
Join us. Bring some cool comics.
You know what? I'm going to get this out of the way. I bought this past weekend, and I love this thing.
Oh, yeah.
The art in here is beautiful. Cover is beautiful. Everything about this is beautiful.
Bruner.
Huh?
Bruner.
Yep. Let me put that over here.
Marvel had so many great artists, like in the late 60s, early 70s. I mean, it's masterpiece people.
I'll show this one next. This is from 1944. I got this from mycomicshop.com. And this is just a kind of like a military joke book. This is how.
Right.
What issue is this? Does it say? Fall of 1944. So this was
nice.
filled with like a bunch of jokes for the.
Are they kind of like racy jokes?
I wouldn't call them racy. Not really. I mean, they're pretty tame if you read some of them now. But like, here you go, Miss. This is kind of racy. This guy's offering a free shoe shine to this lady with her probably looking up at her bloomers. We laugh. It's bad. We're bad for that. But put that back here.
Yeah, that's too creepy. I ain't never done nothing like that.
Yeah, nothing when you were a teenager. You never did anything like that. So.
No, not even as a teenager. There were other ways, but not too obvious ways.
My dad passed away many years ago, but I think it was my mom or him told me that he used to try taping like a mirror to his shoes, and he would walk up on the playground and put his foot under, the girls. This was in the 50s or 60s.
Right.
Not definitely not something I would recommend, but
no.
People did shit like that back then. It's crazy. This next one, this is Army Laughs, August. I don't remember what year this is. Probably 45.
Nice. Hey, this setup seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I can see your books fully.
And
that's cool. So when did you really get into like collecting off the comic book trail?
Probably the first time I found one of these letters on a magazine. I didn't realize at the time that they were on anything other than comics because I'd only seen them on comics. But here's an issue of Baseball Magazine from 1945, June.
Nice. You
And
must have the most extensive letter collection.
yeah, that's really cool. I mean, just going out and seeing what kind of magazines and books these showed up,
Right.
kind of cool. And I used to love baseball. I used to be a big baseball fan. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I got to have that." Um,
So it became an addiction at some point.
yep. So this is one of the first magazines that I bought with this on here. This is Life magazine from June 4th, 1945.
Nice.
Patriotic colors and everything. And the letter right there on the front.
Dude, you should do a whole wall down there. That stuff.
And then I got this for $10 at this one store I go to quite often. This was just a pulp. It's short stories. I think this is from June 25th, 1943 or 44, but it's got a Buy War Bond cover on it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is cool.
And then we'll go back and we'll show some more crappy comics here. This is Walt Scott's Christmas Stories. Dell 4-color, $9.59. Got this for 50 cents.
Oh, I love Christmas comics. They make me just want to be a kid.
Yeah, I love that cover.
It is. It's like green, that cover. It looks really nice.
It is pretty clean, but it's been read. You can tell it's been read.
Right. Yeah, but that cover looks pretty good. Don't look like any creasing across the cover at all.
Not really.
Put that in Mylar. Oh, my goodness. That thing's going to look good.
Little reindeer out in the forest.
Steve, just give in and buy some Mylar off Amazon. It's $22.
Here's another 50 center I bought. This is Walt Disney's Spin and Marty. Dell 4-color, $7.67.
Now, that was like a little off take on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
I watched that growing up. Spin and Marty.
I think they had like little 2-minute or 5-minute episodes of Spin and Marty on the Disney Club, if I remember.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And there's the back. That's kind of cool. Spin and Marty first met each other, didn't like each other. And they were actually at camp, I believe, cowboy camp or horse riding camp or something. And I saw this on their very first episode. After I got this book, I went and watched a couple.
Oh, nice.
They had this thing where they have a boxing match, and they actually let them duke it out in the ring. And they're like, okay, I've had enough, and then they liked each other. And
that's a trope because I watched, you ever watch the East Side Kids?
No.
They're a serial of a gang of kids in New York, like in the 1930s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And they had the episode too. It was one of the first ones. They go out into a farm, like for kids for the summer. Then they have a boxing match between these two, and then they're friends at the end.
Funny story here. I remember being in 6th grade, and one of my best friends, his name was Danny. His nickname was Boone. He used to wear this coonskin hat, raccoon skin hat. And he was, this is early 80s, so rap is big. He was a rapper. And this one kid who was about a grade older than us didn't like him at all and had been making fun of him, teasing him the way we used to back then. So he was talking bad about his mama, your mama's ugly and she dresses you funny kind of stuff. But so they decided they were going to meet up at his house and have a fight. So he comes over and gets me and a couple of our other friends. We go over to their house and it's all cordial and everything. We're all talking. And then he's like, all right, it's time. So we go out to the backyard and then, they start talking about mamas and everything and they're throwing. And the other kid hits my buddy right in the lip and busts it. And he's like, I'm done. And then we all just hung out. So that's the way things went back then. It's not like today where everybody's, called a bully. We actually got our anger out with each other. We fought each other. We hit each other, and we lived to tell the tale the next day. Not like today. Everybody runs away, or you get in trouble because you say something somebody doesn't like or whatever. So, sorry,
Dude,
I rant.
no, let me tell you this. So we went camping. I think I was like 13, and we were all hanging out, the kids, at night. It was just getting dark at the playground, at the campground. And this kid started this kid started saying stuff about my sister. And I don't know what happened. So I rushed him, but he got me in a headlock and he was punching me in the face. And he kept punching me. And every time he punched me, I'm like, this isn't hurting.
Yeah.
He kept punching me and punching me. And I'm like, it's not hurting at all. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait till he's done. And then he let go. And I got him a headlock. I'm like, if I punch him, it's not going to hurt, man. So I just clawed the crap out of his face. And it got dark. My dad got up there. His dad, they were about to fight. They were holding my dad back because my dad's a badass. And because he's Vietnam vet, paratrooper.
Yeah.
So we broke it up. And then I never really saw what the kid looked like because it got dark when we started fighting. So the next day at the pool, we're hanging out. And this kid and his friend walked by and his face is all covered in scabs. I'm like, okay, that's him.
Yeah. We used to do stuff like that, I had neighbors across the street. They were supposed to be my best friends. I can't tell you how many times, we were beating on each other. So and we went on,
A lot of times you just fought and then you were done. If they didn't say nothing about your sister or your mom, then you were friends afterwards. If they said about you get in a fight and then you'd make up and that'd be it.
Well,
any guy, even family members, is the same way.
Yeah. Your sister, your mom, or your greasy granny, one of those three.
We had a saying that your mama, your daddy, your bald-headed granny with a beep, beep, beep down Sesame Street. Now, I went to so I was bused to the north side and it was an all-black school. There was like 1,000 people that were black, and there was like 20 white people.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to do integrated busing. So my mom said, well, I'm going to just go ahead and preemptively do it. So the year before, she sent us all the way across the city of Milwaukee to the north side. And it was quite an adventure. It was a lot of fighting, but it was an adventure.
Yeah.
And then after that, we never went back. I don't know. I don't understand, but as a kid, it was what we had to do. My mom made us do it.
Yep.
So this is Simon and Kirby with a Japanese invasion cover. Invasion plans of the U.S. Sandman and Sandy.
Very cool.
I had that spread of comics and I posted it on Facebook or on Instagram. I'm like, this is what I'm reading. This was barely showing. And this guy replied, I think it was Facebook. He replied, is that Adventures 96? He made another comment on another like stack of books. And he's like, oh, I had showed a book and I had one laying right underneath it, but barely like cockeyed.
Yeah.
He's like, is that Wow Comics number 6?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schomburg.
That's very cool. I don't have any of those cool ones like that.
It's probably missing centerfold. I don't know. When you're looking like daily, hourly, you find those first listings. And this is probably one of the, I don't do it anymore. I'm going on 3 weeks, not buying a comic. I have not gone that long of my free will in probably 8 years.
Coin for it? Like
Huh?
they pass out after you haven't been drinking for a week or something.
Oh yeah. So it's been like, let's say 15 days. I don't know.
Yeah.
5 hours. So I just got that one. $25 actually. So it cost $18 to purchase the $25 victory bond back in 1943.
Wow.
And then it would mature to 25 with, I don't know how long, 5 years or something.
That was your question that won your prize, wasn't it?
Yep.
I love that cover on the back with Uncle Sam. That's cool.
And that guy has one, he says it's a 7.0 listed, and you could see big staple rust on one of the staples.
Well, it's
So
a hymn.
this one,
Oh,
I think this guy had like 45 or something. I offered him 25 and he took it, or
Hmm.
20. It was like immediate.
I didn't heat up the chicken because you made new one. You want the one that's in the refrigerator? Heat it up.
I'll get it. It's okay. I'll eat it cold. Thank you.
Oh, to bring it?
No, I'm good because I don't think I'm gonna eat it online. Yeah.
Anybody that was ever in the military has said this at one time or another. That sergeant is a jerk. 1944. It doesn't say fall or anything, but just 1944.
Nice. Did you look in it?
Yeah, I read all these.
Nice.
All the jokes are horrible. I mean, they're not funny. I don't think I cracked a laugh at any of them, but I mean, these are still kind of cool to see. There's the back of it. Just him pitching a tent.
Nice.
Let's see. There's the inside, the interior. And then here are some cartoons for you.
Nice.
Let's see. If you heard me talking about fights, what got it started was I was showing some crappy comics here. Walt Disney's Spin and Marty. This is another one, by the way. This is Del 4-Color 1026. But I was talking about in the after I got these books, I went to go watch the first couple of episodes of Spin and Marty on YouTube, and they don't like each other at the beginning, and they decide to beat each other up in the ring while they're at this cowboy camp or something, and they decide to have a boxing match. So they let these kids go out there and just wail on each other a little while, get their anger out. They don't do that anymore, do they?
No. Now the parents will be, you can't do that.
Yep. Here's another crappy book. This is Walt Disney's Spin and Marty 4-Color 1082.
Ooh, that one's pretty beat, huh?
That they got over it, but
Beat but complete.
yep. 50 cents. 50-cent books. That's why
That one guy on there looks like the kid on My Three Sons, which we're watching right now.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. The middle kid.
Huh.
No, the older one. The older one.
Oh, the oldest kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Close. I don't know. Because that would have been around the time frame, wouldn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. He just looks like him.
Here's another book I got last weekend. This was the only book I bought at this store. They had some cool stuff, but it was a little pricey. To be honest, I wanted this for $10, but I got it for 15. And this came out when I was like 11 or 12 years old on HBO. I remember hearing that theme song the first time. This is Star Comics, Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock #1.
There.
I got a copy. I got my Grail.
Nice. Whoa, you're so
What
excited.
happens when you get excited about a Grail?
You know what? Well, the first thing I ever watched on HBO was Emmett Otter's Christmas special.
Oh, man, I love that. Me and my mom used to watch that every year, man.
Yeah, so that brings me to tears every time it comes on and I'm near it and I hear it because this was such a good time in my life. My parents were both alive.
Yeah. Hey.
And my dad came home all excited. He's like, I got this box. I'm going to get HBO. My friend's going to come and hook it up for me. So he was getting it illegal.
Let's see if you remember this. Look at the birds up in the trees. We're not birds. We're a jug band.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
The river.
Those were the times, man. Those were the times.
Yep. Let's see what else I got here. I'm going to show one of my comics that I got from BWD.
Yeah.
He sent 2 trades in here that I was excited to see. I like reading horror comics, and one of them he sent was Ice Cream Man. I've never read any of these, but I always wanted to check them out and see if they were any good. And I got to tell you, I was disappointed in Ice Cream Man. There was like only one story in this whole thing that I thought was decent, but two. I'll take it back. Two stories
Right.
out of the ones that were in here. This is volume 1, and yeah, it wasn't my kind of horror, but there were 2 decent stories in here.
I was actually worried that you were going to say it's really good.
No,
Because
Yeah,
I read Haha, which was, I think, from the same people. It came out later after that. And people were saying how good it was. I'm like, I didn't like it.
I never did read that one. This was from Image, but this guy right here, like all the really good horror series have like a host, and
Yeah.
I think his name is Rick. Like somebody calls him Rick in two different stories in here, so I assume that's his name. I don't know if they still use that, but yeah, they called him Rick, and that was his name, Rick the Ice Cream Man. Let's see. I'll show another book I picked up from a store a couple weeks ago. I like Hellboy. I like Frank Miller stuff from Dark Horse, and this is Frank Miller's Sin City: A Dame to Kill For #1, and this is just a gorgeous copy. I got that for
Nice.
$5.95, $6.
Nice black cover. Negative space variant.
And I got an early Fantastic Four, really, really cheap. I think this is the first cover appearance of the Watcher. This is a Fantastic Four, number 29. I read this one. It started on Yancey Street. You know the thing? He hates those Yancey Street boys. Always got to fight with them.
Nice. For a tank of gas?
$10.
Ooh, dang. Did you read it yet?
Yeah, I already read it.
How did it smell?
It smelled like an old comic that's been read and read and read.
Did it smell fantastic?
It smelled 4 times fantastic. Let's see. I got another
Did it
here.
have that 63 smell or that 64 smell?
A 63, I think. Yeah. Here's another one I got from the same store, same day. I've been working on the Frankenstein monster run, and this one's a little beat up, but it was only $6, and it was in Mylar and bagged and boarded already. This is number 15.
Oh, did you feel like you had to rescue it?
I did.
Gil Kane.
I said, "You can come home with me, my friend. We'll hang
Gil
in."
Kane. Yeah, I would have bought it.
I like this store because they put everything in Mylar, so it's already done for you.
We got Jerry the Jitterbugs in the house.
What's up, Jerry?
Woo.
All right.
I think I said Paulo's here, though. Paulo's here. Surf's gone.
Yep. Surf had to go eat, I think.
Comic curator stepped in. Sorry, brother.
This is another one of my joke books from, let's see, I think this one's from 1950 or so. This is Private Bill number 4. I'm not sure what year this is from. Dang it, I keep
I
that.
thought you fell.
But
I love it. Fortune teller covers are cool.
And in the back there,
the coolness just went up.
He's trying to find out where all the ladies are in Guantanamo Bay because there's only 3 in the whole place at the Equal. I know because I was there. Seriously, 1994, I got called into the gunny's office one night, and he said, "Caldwell, go home, pack your stuff. You're leaving on a boat in the morning." He said, "When you get where you're going, you'll either get a change of camis, probably a desert color or a snow color," because we had 3 deployments go out that next day. We went to Mogadishu, we went to Bosnia, and we had me, who went to this little country called Haiti that nobody had ever heard of at the time. But during that trip, I went to Guantanamo Bay way before they ever turned it into a prison or anything. And Me and the guys got off the boat. We go to the E Club. We're like, yeah, let's go hang out, maybe meet some people. We walked into this club, and there were three groups of hundreds of guys in this club, and they were all packed around the only girls in the place. There were three of them, and they were like 150 people over here, 100 people over there, and 100 over there. We were like, okay, let's go. It was horrible. Horrible. You never want to go there.
Speaking about crappy comics, you're very familiar with this issue.
Yeah, I love that issue.
You love this issue. I got it because you know what? I didn't have it. It was a nice copy. It was a good price.
Didn't
What
I
I
send
pay?
you one? I thought
No, you didn't. You can send me one.
I thought I sent you one.
I think I paid like $10 for it, or $8 or something.
That's a good price for that issue.
Add a little con.
I mean, it's Bernie.
And I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have it. I said, I know Steve everybody's like, I mean, I like it, but for me, it's not like wow. So, but it's like I don't know. So, anyways, so the story is what happened. I lost this book for like a week. I just bought it. It's scarce. It's killer. And I lost it. I didn't know where I put it. And I was looking, I searched my whole collection, the comic room, the house. I'm like, where is that book?
You broke in and took it, didn't you?
Yeah, I was frantic. And there it was. Then I was like, let me check everywhere else again. And on this, there was a blanket, and I could just see underneath it. I'm like, there it is. My wife had put her stuff on her sewing box on it and stuff. And I was like, oh, man. So whatever happened today, I said, it doesn't matter. I found my comic.
It's a good thing when you find one like that.
I haven't labeled it yet because when it comes in Mylar, I'm lazy. I never pull it out and label it. So, yeah, I found it. Yeah. So this is a second copy from BWD, but he says it has this smell. He couldn't get it out. And so I finally opened it today and smelled it. I'm like, yeah, it does. It's like, I don't know. You can't describe it. It's like the old smell, like from a house.
It's like musty from a basement, isn't it?
Musty. No, just a little bit musty, but a lot more like mothball. And I don't know what, but I'm going to try to see if I can put it in a chamber with some baking soda. It's a really nice copy, it's be a shame to have to scrap it. But as long as you leave it in here, you can't smell it. So
yep.
This I found. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I got a couple even in the bag and board you can smell.
This I found at a flea market. Now I had seen the paperback. I don't know if this is a treasury book, but this is the reprint into comic book form. And it's high grade.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And usually these have tons of spine ticks. So second printing of DC Special Series number 27 from 1995. And I forget, I paid like $250 or something at a flea market. The guy didn't have much. He had like 6 comics, and this was one of them. And all the stuff was all beat up. I couldn't believe this was in incredible shape. I'd never seen it before or since. So it's got like a like a gold ink border. So anyways, crappy comic, sorry. I just finished reading this. It took me 3 days. It's an 80-page giant, and it is hilarious. Hanna-Barbera, man, these people were geniuses.
What is that dog's name? I can't remember. Is it Augie Ben Doggy or Doggy?
Yeah, Augie Doggy.
Augie Doggy. That's what it was. Okay, Pop.
Yeah, son. No, Quick Draw McGraw. It's funny because the way Hanna-Barbera draws or scripts the cartoons and however they create it, they're like in a world of people, but they're animals and the people never react.
Yeah,
It's just like they're people.
like it's normal.
Yeah, that's the real funny part of it. So he goes to school, brings his friends home and stuff, and it's just like he's a kid. He's not a dog. No one ever acknowledges that they're dogs.
Yeah.
It's funny. Really. So yeah, this was like a find of the year for me. I paid 13 for it. Took me 3 days to read it. So this is BWD #1, nice high grade copy. 1966 special queen size annual. And most of it is like cut out pinup stuff, puzzles, stuff like that. And it's got like 3-page or 4-page stories, like 3 or 4 of them. So it's the Fashion Parade, and it's written by Stan and drawn by Al Hartley, the whole book. Isn't that cool?
That is awesome. Mike, I want to ask you a question. So, Hanna-Barbera, what was your favorite cartoon? Looney Tunes, what was your favorite cartoon?
Hanna-Barbera is hard. I like Wally Gator, and then Touche Turtle and Dum Dum.
Hmm.
So, and then Magrilla Gorilla.
Oh, yeah.
So out of those 3, it would probably be my favorite.
What about Captain Caveman? He was on there, wasn't he?
I like Captain Caveman, but those 3 came before him, so I was liking them for years before Captain Caveman came. But yeah, he's cool. I like Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry. There's just so many. It's really hard to have a favorite.
My dad had long hair and a long beard, and for some reason he always reminded me of Captain Caveman. Oonga boonga.
Let me get some comments up here. Oh yeah, cartoons. Whew. Yeah, the wacky races, definitely.
What about Looney Tunes? Did you say who your favorite was for that?
Looney Tunes. Who is my favorite? I don't know if I have to really think about that because they're all so great. But there were Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Probably I would say Daffy was probably my favorite. Maybe him and oh man, what was the rooster?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn. Go away, boy! You bother me.
Yeah. I like those. I like Daffy when he did Duck Dodgers.
Yeah, the gags on Daffy were the funniest.
Yeah.
Bugs had the best one-liners.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the one where he's doing the monster's hair.
Oh yeah.
You look so
And-
lovely.
You're a very, very interesting monster. and then he's floating by. What was happening? There was a big thunderstorm. He floated in on the mattress.
I don't remember.
You remember that? He was in his hole and he floated out with everything, and then he went down. He was asleep, and then he went into the castle where the monster was.
Mm.
And he started doing his hair, and he did his hair with dynamite. They always did the hair with dynamite as the rollers.
Yep.
Okay,
Paulo.
yeah, good. Paulo, good one. Yeah, Roadrunner.
I got to tell you, last weekend when we were up in Akron, we were driving like through farmland and stuff, and we went by this gigantic factory or something, and it said Acme on it, and all I could think of Acme was where Wile E. Coyote got all those horrible things. They never worked.
Laugh Olympics, man. That was one of my favorites.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Laugh Olympics was one of my all-time favorite because it had
Hong Kong. What about Hong Kong Phooey?
Oh, that was a great show.
Is that Hanna-Barbera, Hong Kong Phooey?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was good. You can't even watch his cartoons on YouTube. They must be so copyrighted. Speed
Buggy, I think, was Hanna-Barbera too.
So another BWD. So a long time ago, I got #1 from Read Comics 81. And now he finally got #2 from BWD. Soap opera romances. This is when Charlton was like on their way out. One few more years and they'd shut the doors. So this is 1982. I think 86 is when they finally shut the doors. 60 Cents. Soup opera romances, Good Girl, Betty Crane instead of, or Betsy Crane instead of Betty Kane. Batgirl. Anyways, and then this book he sent me. This book is so sweet. Thank you, Jesse. You're the man. Strange. She's like a ghost.
Oh wow, that looks cool.
Good Girl. Early Silver, 1957. Number 4. Woman in Red. So yeah, I really like that one. Thank you, Jesse. So now I'm gonna
Stuff.
You want to wow us some more? I got some wow stuff here coming up.
Let's see what I got over here. So
Good topic. Charlotte's okay, be quiet. Grape Ape, yes.
Oh yeah.
That was a good show.
I liked on Laugh Olympics the Really Rottens. I liked that team.
That dog, what was the dog's name? Snuffy or something? That was it. And then who was the host? Snagglepuss.
Yes, Snagglepuss, exit stage left.
Funny stuff. They were a little bit later. They were like the second wave of the Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
But they're funny.
Oh, I remember there was one that I watched every morning before I went to school, probably in kindergarten or second grade, sometime around there. It had a cat and 2 mice, Pixie and Dixie, I think.
Right.
I can't remember the cat's name, but I liked watching that one. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. Maybe it's like one of those ones I probably only watched once or twice.
Yeah.
How about Adam Ant? That was funny.
I never remember seeing Adam Ant.
No? Oh, man. I think he was part of like the Bullwinkle cartoon world.
Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yeah. Which was always good.
Get out of my head.
It was a whole different universe of cartoon.
Yeah. It was great back then, man.
I know.
All right. Here's something cool. I don't know if you've ever read this, but I bought this at a antique store for $14 for the set.
Shut up.
Art Spiegelman's Mouse, Volume 1 and 2. So this is him.
Nice.
But if you've never read it or you don't know what it's about, this guy wrote this book and based it on animals. So the Nazis were cats. His dad was a Polish. He was a Polish Jew, and he ended up in an internment camp, and he survived. But it's mainly about the experiences that his dad went through. And his dad, if I remember correctly, he wasn't in the military, but in 1939, when Germany attacked Poland, he was forced to join up in the military for the defense. But the whole story is a great story, just something interesting to read about what it was like back then. And like I said, he just wrote it about his dad. Jews were portrayed as mice in this. Polish were pigs. And there's one point when he's in the military, pretending that he's just Polish and not Jewish. He's got on a pig mask. And it's really cool the way that they portray like the different races and stereotypes in here. But I thought it was a great story if you've never read it. And it is all cartoon style, so really good.
I've always heard that's good. Now, have you researched the fair market value on something like that?
I wouldn't sell it. I've had that.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying like, what could someone pick it up for? Like,
I think probably about $15 each issue, and I got lucky and got them both for less than that. So.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yep.
Yeah, I've always heard good stuff about him. I'd like to read it.
Let's see, what else did I bring out here? Let me look.
I'll show something here. So this is Chief Wahoo number 6 from 1943 with a really beautiful Good Girl cover. I don't think I could find out who. It's got a signature on here, but I don't know who does it, but it's really cool. It's really hard to find. I keep looking for more copies. I got a second copy. And I got this one pretty cheap, but it is a lower grade. I paid $18 with shipping. And what did I pay for the other one? $65 for this one, but it's probably like a 7.5. This is probably more like a 2.530 at the best. But ever since I showed I have 2 copies, I've had multiple people asking me if it's for sale, trade. So I do have someone I've never met before ask me if I trade or sell it. And I said, well, I'll trade. What do you got? So I don't know how you would do a trade with somebody you've never dealt with before. That gets scary, you know?
Yeah.
So any ideas?
No.
Okay,
I got a story.
Okay. Go ahead.
Your story?
Yeah.
Steve loves story time, man. And it's about the 80s again, okay? And this
Rock on, brother.
This is pro America, okay? So I'm going to show you a book, and I'm going to tell you about the 2 people on here and how they brought down communism, okay? They literally are the reason that communism ended in Russia and all their Eastern satellite countries. So this is Mad from 1985. On the cover, who do we have? We've got Ronald Reagan. And yeah, this is Rambo, but more importantly, it's Sylvester Stallone, who played Rocky, who fought a Russian in Rocky 4. And not only did Mr. Reagan here stand there and say, Mr. Gorbachev, bring down this wall, but this guy, after he beat the Russian, all bloodied, gave the greatest speech of the 1980s to a Russian crowd. And he said, during this fight, I saw a lot of changing. The ways I felt about you and the way you felt about me. And all I's got to say is if I's can change and you's can change, we all can change. And with that, down came the wall and ended communism.
Amen, brother.
Enough said. I love telling that story, dude.
Yeah, it brings chills. Okay, I got dogged on a comic, but it was my fault. I didn't read the description. I looked at the pictures and they kind of looked real. Thought I knew what I was looking at because it is a facsimile. I thought, because you get lucky once in a while. So for $50, I thought, okay, I can do it. Because I bought several other issues that were in this similar condition, the real thing for $50, but this is a facsimile. I went back when I got it. I was so mad. I checked the description. It said facsimile. So it's on me. I screwed up. I paid too much for it. But
Yeah,
it is a nice facsimile, so whatever.
that's the one you told me about last night, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've almost done that many times.
This is my second time out of about 10 years, so
Yeah.
can't complain. The other one was real. It was just missing several wraps, and it had a reproduction cover.
Yeah.
I got duped
2 weeks ago.
But it's my fault. This is the last comic I bought. I haven't bought a comic now going on 3 weeks.
Oh, that's the last one you bought? Nice.
This was one I bought recently. This is a reprint. I can't remember from what. From Men or something like that. Man Comics. This is Canadian.
That's cool.
Bell feature wasn't very much. Like $30. Pretty scarce.
Yeah.
So that's the seller.
Captain Comics. Cool.
Unusual comics. I like these crazy scarce books,
don't.
That's what I like.
I don't have any Bell features. Didn't you mention one time that it's not always the same stories inside, or is it?
No, sometimes it's a different title. Well, it's always a different title, but they usually don't mix up the stories. I think they just reprint like a American comic, or it's like a second print, really, as a Canadian.
Gotcha.
So I showed that. I showed that. So I didn't. Did I show this?
Nope.
So I got two of those.
Cool.
This is number 8, October 42. To me, this is the best cover, I think, in the whole run. And then I saw both of them for 65, and this one was 108. But this one's just a little bit better grade, too. Beautiful.
There's a Bill Barnes book that I've seen where he's like, they're riding in a Jeep on the cover, and they're firing. Looks like they're going through the desert. Have you seen that one?
I don't recall it.
I think it's a Purina Ralston giveaway or something like that. I don't know. I kind of want that one. I like Jeep covers.
Yeah, they're cool. I have a issue of Jeep Comics. Not the coolest one, but
yeah.
Classic Fawcett.
Yep, that's a good one. I got that one over here somewhere.
Oh, you do have it?
Yep.
Nice. Yep. When you have a book like this in your collection, it just like keeps you warm at night.
Yep.
You feel calm. You feel like life is going to be good.
Did you read the story?
I haven't yet.
So basically, they're trying to come up with a song to motivate Americans about fighting in World War II, and that's what this whole thing is about.
Oh, no, I've never read it.
Yes, he's talking about the victory song on the bottom of it.
Let's look at the back cover. Be a commanding general. Get in the fierce air war. Here's how. Dude, that'd be so cool.
Yep.
Spy Smasher story. I'm looking for a splash page.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, these Nazis or whatever they were are trying to stop Captain or Billy Batson or somebody from getting a motivating song out there for the Americans to listen to.
Nice storyline.
Yeah. I got a prop cover for you. This is a great one. I showed it on your show the other night, but I love this cover, and it's a United States Marines cover. So there we go.
Yeah.
Flame throwing. Is that Tojo on there? And of course, they represented him as a sea creature, an octopus. That was a trope, I guess, back then to refer to Japanese people. They were the enemy at the time. I don't know if you can really call it racist if they were your enemy at the time, right? It was a different time period back then. Let's see, we got another one.
Here, let me play a little clip.
The Streets of San Francisco, a Quinn Martin production.
Whoa. Oh, that was it.
The Streets of San Francisco. What was that?
You never watched that?
I don't remember that.
No, with Michael Douglas and what's the guy? Carl Malden with the big nose.
Mm-mm. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Classic Quinn Martin. They used to fly over that hill in the beginning. They go over that thing. And Starsky and Hutch took it over. Yeah, it was a good show. Go back and watch it. Quinn Martin. I was watching Barnaby Jones and I hadn't finished the seasons and they took it off Amazon Video. I was so mad.
Oh, they want you to buy it now.
No, you can't even find it. I don't know what happened. That was my favorite show.
Well, I got another prop cover here. This is just a buy war bonds. I showed this the other night, but I love this book too. This is a Jack Kirby cover. So buy war bonds written on the back.
Nice.
Captured enemy.
Hey, people out there, I remember where I was when he bought that.
You remember where you were?
When you texted me and say, look what I bought.
Oh,
Okay, let's see what Paulo says. If they remade the streets of San Francisco, it would be about cleaning the streets, literally.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. He was the one. I heard him on the other night. He was saying they were interviewing him on the news, and he was saying, "Oh, my friends tell me Joe Biden's as sharp as a tack."
Mike,
I was like, what the heck?
Hey, but I felt sad during that debate when Biden, stuttered and stopped. And they go over to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump held back, and he basically said, I don't know what he said at the end there. And at that moment, I wanted someone to come up on stage and let Joe Biden go back home and retire. And if his family loved him, they would not put him through that. He has
I
done his
agree.
job. He's done his job. He's served his time. It's time to let that man be, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's hard to talk about it. It's really bad.
Yeah. And to think, like, I saw so many videos on YouTube about that debate, and one of them was, I hope people go after this debate realize that this is the man that if something happens in the middle of the night with another country, he's the one that has to decide what our response is. And he's not capable of making that decision, I don't think. People around him may be able to assist him, but he's not the man that needs to be there in the middle of the night. I'm sorry.
I agree. But let's have hope. Like in World War II, we'll have hope and we'll fight, do what we have to.
Yep. I love that cover. That's great, man. I need a copy of that.
I have another one somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Huh.
Yeah, I have it right here. It's a scarce issue.
Yeah.
Scarce war stamp issue. I was blessed to find two for, what did I pay? I paid $70 for this one. I think I paid less than $50 for the other.
We talked about this on your show the other night, but Fawcett was very patriotic when it came to their comics. I mean,
Yeah.
Characters fighting in the war. They had great covers, asking to buy war bonds and support your troops and everything. So
I don't know. I don't remember when I got this, but every time I see a lot of them for sale, they're a lot more beat up than mine.
that is nice. I love that one.
Number 62, July 1945.
Yep. You got Uncle Sammy on there. That's awesome.
It's like the trifecta of the great golden age, time period, war cover,
Yep.
superhero, famous superhero. Seventh Warlow. I'm getting chills, man.
Give me a second, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna go big. If I can find my mouse. Open my mouse. Okay, here we go. This is the last Uncle Sam cover on National Comics. Number 41, 1944. And I got a grade of 3.5. It's a Gerber 5. What would you pay for this? What's the most you would pay for a 3.5? You still there, Steve?
Oh, you're asking me?
I'm asking you, what would you pay? What's shipping and everything? What's the most?
Because I don't like over $100 for anything. So I know I would probably say that'd be $200-300 book, maybe more. But what would I pay for it? I would wait and find a lower grade copy falling apart for 70 or something.
Okay. No, that's what I like to hear. I like to hear the mindset behind the collector. So I picked it up with shipping for $139 for 3.5. I think I was pretty good. I think you're correct. It's like the 250 plus book. I like to talk like market like that because I want people to know what they can find stuff for. That's how I think when I'm collecting Golden Age. Like, what can I find for the price and the grade? These people in the comment section, they are not talking. So I could, oh, don't you have this?
Yes, I was actually looking for that.
It's right here.
Huh.
I swiped it. So this is Big Shot Comics, number 46, June 1944. Uncle Sam knocking out Hitler, holding back Tojo.
On top of
Yeah.
the Mussolini rug.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, that's right.
He's on
Uh,
and you're the doormat. We've just beat you.
and then you got Joe Palooka. I
Yeah,
think I paid $100 for this.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I gave 80, 70, 80 for mine. But mine, I thought this was a heck of a deal when I got it, and I swiped it up within 5 minutes of seeing it.
Let me see. Here's this. Mine was like a 2.5 at the highest. Yeah, let me make you bigger.
It looks like they might have done some restoration on this, like right here. That would be where typically the one staple in the book might be. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but it looks like they've restored that.
Who cares? Look at mine. It has tape, staple rust.
And then down here, they've done something with this corner, the very bottom corner on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait a minute. Wrong side. There we go. Can you see that? I don't know if that's original or if they just colored in a piece and put it back there. But
Hey,
yep.
I would have picked it up.
Yep. I grabbed it within 5 minutes of seeing this because I've always wanted something where Uncle Sam is beaten up.
But guess what? Mine has a bonnet stamp on it.
Yeah, I see that. That's nice.
Bonnet stamp. I win. I win because I got the bonnet stamp. Oh, I have another Hitler. Sorry.
You have another Hitler cover?
Yeah. Look at that, man. That's cool, huh?
Yep.
Steve, you need to get that.
Here's the Wiz comic you showed already.
Now my camera's duller, so it's more oranger than it looks. Or is it more orange? Anyways, here we go.
That's cool. There's
ready?
He's not beating up anybody, but there's Uncle Sam on here. You got one of these?
I got one of these.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have that one either.
I don't have the one you have. I want that. Okay, switch here. Keep showing it. You're not done. That's a cool book. Come on.
All right, here's another propaganda cover.
Let's see if we can hypnotize the people. So this is May 1943, number 6. I paid $8 for this.
I don't know what you're
missing 2 wraps.
This is 43 or 44, I would assume. Air Force's #2, missing no reps but very low condition.
Here, let me give it to Steve. Here, Steve, take it.
Here, take-
Oops. America, man. Okay, we got to vote. We got to make sure we vote. We got to do that. Nice. I don't have that. I need it. I want it.
Definitely one of my favorite Disney comics. I love him dressed up as Uncle Sam.
Heck yeah. That's a killer cover. Why is nobody saying anything? People, hey,
Somebody join us if you want.
wake up. Come on.
Drop a link in there. See if anybody.
I did twice.
See if anybody.
Dude. No, dude.
No, dude. Nope. Cannot beat Marines. Battle of Iwo Jima on Mount Suribachi. Cannot be beaten. Unless you have the Marine issue that has this cover. Since this is only stamps. But still, that's a great cover. I think I paid $5 for this.
What did I pay? 40 and 58.
Here's one you don't
I'm
see.
keeping them off the market. Dude, that's cool. Put that in my pile. Throw that in my AOK pile, the one that you're building for me.
This bullet right here, I think it is, says to Adolf.
I know, that's cool.
To Adolf from Sam and the boys.
What did you pay for that? 75?
It was around there, yeah. I think it was closer to 100, but
I'm jealous.
I've seen 2 issues of this listed in
I'm
this.
jealous. Blue Beetle.
How many
Leading
times?
the troops. He's got a grenade in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that one.
You have this?
Yeah, you know I do.
No.
Yeah, come on now.
I don't
Where
see
is-
it on eBay or anywhere.
I have a high grade copy of that. What did I do with it?
Oh, I want to see that. That's
Where is that book?
fine right there.
Oh, I think I put it on the shelf somewhere. Dang, now you're gonna have to look for it. I'm gonna show some stuff and see if I can find it.
I just showing the same stuff I showed the other night. Here's here again is Donald as Uncle Sam holding a defense stamp. Love this cover. Donald dressed as Uncle Sam is one of my favorite things. Now, if Mickey would have been dressed as Uncle Sam, that would have been even better. Here's a cool book. I don't think I showed this on your show the other night. This is War Stories #6.
Shut up.
But you can see the guy through the glass bubble of the gunner, tail gunner, or whatever.
Right.
There firing away. Or is that the cockpit? I think that's the tail. No, that'd be the cockpit, I guess. I don't know what's going on, what plane that is, but I guess that's the cockpit. And he's shooting at the Nazis below. Them Nazis, them ratsies, trying to wipe them off the planet. Let's see, here's Wings #45, probably from 44, I think. Got a plane dive bombing on a German ship. There aren't a whole lot of German ship covers out there that I know of, but this is one. You do have it, dang!
You know I have it. You saw it. You showed it the other night.
I like your copy. Trade me.
Wait, how do you do it? No, not like that. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, let's trade. All right, we're stupid.
I also have this.
Oh wow, that's cool.
A strange cover. Look at that guy's head down there. What does it say? Silditz? Descon Dismore. Amateur magician is back.
So
Yahoo is back. Yahoo is back. He's back. Yahoo.
I showed a copy of Wings earlier with that war letter on it, but I did get it in a run of Wings from 1945. Here's another one of them.
Nice.
Somebody had these in a binder. You get the 3-ring hole punch on all of them. But still pretty cool.
It is. Okay.
Here's another one.
We got some Green Arrow. And Speedy. I think this is Simon and Kirby art.
This is a cool cover. This has got like crew from World War II on it.
Okay, we're gonna make you big. Nice.
And then here's some guy working on an engine.
Did the chat go silent?
They did. They don't like what we don't know.
Come on, people. I'm trying to put on a show here.
Here's a Captain Midnight.
Oh, yeah. Do I have that? I'm not sure I do. That's cool, though. No, I have the Don Wilson one, or Winslow.
All right, I'm going to show another crappy comic. This is a 50-cent pickup that I got. Not bad. This is Bewitched.
Oh, yeah. I got that. I like that cover.
This has got to be the first appearance of Baby Tabitha, right? First appearance?
Yeah, on the cover.
Key.
I don't know.
It's key.
But it's a creepy cover with that puppet.
Oh, yeah, it is. Is she terrorizing Baby Tabitha with that?
I don't know, but I thought it was so creepy. I'm like, I got to have it.
Do you have that one?
Yeah.
You got it with all those dollar books you bought, or what?
I picked it up before that for like $3.
Here's another 50-cent book. I thought this was pretty good for a 50-cent book. This is 80-page giant, 46, The Flash.
Nice.
So it's a nice, big, thick 80 pages.
Yeah.
Of
Big Mama.
Text.
Feels good between your fingers. Like, man, this thing's thick.
Smells good, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it smells like the 70s and 60s.
And it's got like the letter pages and stuff, editorials. You read all that stuff?
I have not read that stuff.
But
yet.
I mean, when you read them, do you read the editorials, the letter pages, and all that?
I'll look through them. If I see one that jumps out at me, I'll definitely read all of them. Like, I like picking up issues that you don't realize people wrote in from like Vietnam or something, and having an issue like that and reading one of the letters from one of the guys.
Right.
That's kind of cool. Here's a book I picked up. I like Swamp Thing. I'm trying to collect all this run. Haven't finished it yet. At least all the Alan Moore. I don't have all the books. But this is number 27. Really nice copy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, that's the demon on there. Another Swamp Thing I got at the same store, same price. This is number 29.
Oh, nice. I have that kind of stuff, but I haven't read it yet.
Here's a couple books that I picked up on my little trip last week. This is Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy, number 7.
Love it.
$3.
One of my favorite runs. That's the one you saw as a kid. It's like the one I seen everywhere.
And then this is Ghost Rider, number 73.
Good one.
I didn't like this story. I read it. Yeah, this is the one. This has got the circus of crime in here. It's just a foolish story about some characters in a circus led by a clown of all things. Like, what's the clown on a unicycle gonna do? Give me a break.
Scooby-Doo stuff.
Yeah. This is number 74. I have not read this one yet. I'm reading this one tonight.
Cool.
That is not, it looks like Dracula, but it's not. I can't remember what his name is, but that is not Dracula on the cover for anybody that might think it is. Let's see. Here's number 26. This is Dr. Druid on here.
Right. That's a classic cover.
Here's another book. I talked about two trades that I got my box from BWD. And this one I was definitely excited to get. This is the Department of Truth, Volume 1.
Cool.
And this is a great read. Unlike the other one, had two good stories in it. This is the issues, I think, 1 through 5 or 6 in here. This is a great read. Very entertaining, very interesting. It's by Tenian, I believe. Yeah, Tenian. So you know it's bound to be either really great or make you upset or mad or whatever. But so basically, what this storyline is about, this is a department of the government called the Department of Truth, and basically what they do is when enough rumors have been told about something in this universe, when enough people believe a rumor that's just a not true story, all of a sudden reality starts to change and things start to happen where that is now the truth. So they try and stop things like this from happening. Like I think the very beginning of the story, the guy that they enlist from the FBI, um, the character that they enlist from the FBI, he is in this meeting. He goes to this conference of flat earthers, and the flat earthers bring out this movie that they found that supposedly belonged to Stanley Kubrick, and it's the landing on the moon, and you can see a guy smoking a cigarette off the side as they're recording this, and they're worried that if this gets out to more people, that so many people are going to believe it that it will change reality and we will have never landed on the moon. Really cool sci-fi type of stuff going on this. But this is a great series if you like stuff like this. And I'll give you a treat here. It starts off with the assassination of JFK and the interview with Lee Harvey Oswald afterwards. And by the end of the issue, you see who's running the Department of Truth is Lee Harvey Oswald. Great stories.
All right.
I haven't got through this whole thing yet, Paulo, but yeah, I love everything I've read so far. This is really good stuff. Great writing, great stories. It's kind of like watercolor art if you want to see what that looks like, but it's really watercolored, painted stuff, but really good stuff.
Love it. I haven't read it. I think I have an issue or two, but I haven't read it yet. Man, that sounds exciting.
That's
Animal
cool.
Comics.
Mike, I got to ask you a question.
What?
Flat or round?
What?
The Earth, flat or round?
Round.
Okay, just had to make sure you're in the.
Buy bonds and stamps. Walt Kelly.
That is awesome.
1944, January. I paid $88. There was a lower grade one, but they wanted like $100.
What is
This
shoot?
is it's number 9. Number 9. And this is reproduction cover missing 2 outer wraps. All winners number 2.
Wow.
I bought from Jesse Simon Comics.
Yeah. Does everybody know who Jesse Simon is?
Grandson of Joe Simon.
Yeah.
And Steve.
That's freaking awesome that you got that from his grandson.
I paid $400. So all winners. 7th appearance of Captain America.
You should have asked like Jesse to sign like the back of the board or something. I think that'd be cool, just to say this came from Jesse's, Jesse Simon, his grandson.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it. I'm not a SIG guy. I don't know if I don't normally think about that. Another Bonnets store stamp.
Yeah.
Nice copy. Major victory number 2.
Every time I see that book, I think of Spaceballs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I like the cape, like the collar.
I'm talking about the Major in Spaceballs, if you don't remember. They were all related.
Don't you have this?
I do. Is it next to me? Somewhere over here in these.
Buy war bonds. Number 20, June 1943. Yeehaw. What did I pay for this? I paid $30 with shipping for this. Complete copy.
That is a great price for that book, I think.
Score.
If you collect Buy War Bonds books, and that's an early Looney Tunes issue at that, I mean, that's a great price.
I paid less for this.
Yeah, I know.
Victory Garden, World's Finest Comics number 11.
I
Fall
don't
issue.
I don't think there are a lot of people that would understand that that's a war-related cover, there. So,
Oh, yeah. This was on a lot of comic covers. The Victory Garden's the way of showing your way of helping, being self-sufficient.
yeah, by using less produce and everything, growing, saving more for the rest of the country to use.
I paid $25 for this.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I was shocked, very shocked. I almost collapsed.
World's Finest has some really cool World War II covers. If you've never looked at them,
My comic shop owner is the one that told me. He even looked it up, and he goes $25. I'm like, Mike, keep it together. Keep it together.
Dig for Victory was the UK version. Gray Man says that's cool. I didn't know they were doing the same kind of thing over there, but yeah, it makes sense.
It is.
Do they have Gray Man? Do they have like I don't know? Were they selling comics in the UK at that time? Are there any magazines or anything with that slogan on there that you know of?
What's up, Gray Man? Welcome, Gray Man. Okay, so here we go. I just picked this up for $22 shipped. It's low grade. I think it's detached cover, but it's and it's got some cover wear. That's where pieces are missing on like a little bit on the end, I think, a couple places. So
I'd like to have that. That's really cool.
22 I thought was a good price point. It's probably worth a little more than that.
22?
22 shipped.
Yeah, I would say normally I would probably
shipped
pay up to 60, 70.
You have this.
I don't have that issue.
I thought you did.
Oh.
You don't? I thought you had this.
Oh,
that you had them both.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah. I thought you meant the other book.
Oh, the Don Wilson?
Yeah.
No, but you have 2 of the Captain Midnights or whatever. So get out of here, brother.
I got 2 of these Cool Wings covers. I don't know if you can see that.
Hold on. Oh, yeah.
Guys in the belly of the aircraft firing their 50 cals. Those barrels like I fired a 50 cal in boot camp and in my secondary training, but those 50 cals, you can actually melt the barrel, and they have these big like oven looking mitts that you have to swap barrels out after so long. You can't just continuously fire these things. You have to do them in bursts, or else you will heat up the barrel and maybe cook off a round inside the barrel, and then you're out of commission. But yeah, they do have they do swap out barrels on 50 cals. You have to do it in bursts for a little while, and they require big oven mitts to change these things.
Nice. Great stories. Appreciate it. Appreciate your service, brother.
Thank you. I got a horrific story about a 50 cal if you want to hear about it. Nah, I'm
Go
not.
ahead.
It is awful. It happened while I was out in training in California, and it was a horrific event. Here's a cool Wings book. This is Wings number 19. I think this is from 42 or 43. There he is in the cockpit shooting down some Nazi red.
That's a great cover.
Nice orange color.
The close up.
Yep. A lot of the Wings aren't very dynamic covers, but I try to get them where they're, this or showing the gunners inside, something like that.
Right.
Here, speaking of, here's another cool one. This is Wings number 36 from 43, I think. You can see him right behind the gun. Got his sights right on the Nazis. These are Wings books, World War II era books. These usually go pretty cheap, like under, I want to say under $50 most time you can find these. If you're paying more than that, I think you're overpaying. But if you want to get into like World War II books, these have great stories. Occasionally you'll find an issue that has a story about either Benito or Hitler or Goebbels or somebody in there, some important figure, big important figure on the Axis side. And
Right.
usually in the Grease Monkey Griffin stories is where you'll find those. But these also have some really good stories with female characters like Jane Martin. And I can't remember the other one, but they're usually really good stories.
Sweet.
I do read my comics, by the way. Here's one nobody talks about. The Blackhawks, man. The Blackhawks. This is Military Comics number 12. I can't remember what year this is, but I mean, they get some characters on there. Like, where is he at? These two characters up by my fingers. Those are the kinds of racist kind of characters you might get back then.
They were stereotypes. They weren't racist.
Yeah, that's why I mean stereotypes. But the white people, they didn't draw like that. I actually thought where's the guy at on here? There's one guy I thought was, maybe it wasn't on this cover. There's another issue of Military Comics where one of the guys on the cover I thought was Hitler. I was like, is that Hitler? But it wasn't. What's their war cry?
I forget.
Caw! I think that's what it is.
Is it really?
Caw!
Okay.
That's pretty lame. I'm sorry. This is a cool book. This is Feature Comics number 61. I think this is from 42. I showed this on your show the other night, but this is like they had the blackouts in America.
That's cool, dude.
Carrying a jar with lightning bugs in it to see and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, he's like, the blackout regulations don't say anything about lightning bugs.
Did you get that at the shop?
Yes. I can't remember. I think I got this when I was in Indianapolis or something. But there's another cool one around this time period where he's laying in a grave and he's telling his wife that if the Selective Service comes looking for him, tell him he's already dead or something like that. He's trying to cover himself up with dirt so he can't be drafted, which is kind of cool cover. Not very patriotic, but still cool, you know. Let's see what else we got here. This is Terry Tunes. I got this right around the time that they were talking about the balloon that we shot down over after it passed over the U.S.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was cool, and obviously somebody put it in a 3-ring binder because it's got hole punches here.
What
But-
was the price on that?
20 or $30, I think.
You should document it on the back.
That's why I keep prices on there. I just like to know what I pay for stuff.
Isn't it hard when you're like looking for a second copy or you're looking for a certain book related that you can't pay since you've already found one cheap? You don't want to pay more than that anytime you find another one.
Unless it's a really, really nicer copy.
Well, yeah, you know, but I'm saying in general.
Oh man, I forgot to bring up 2 of my other books that I really like. This is War Heroes #2.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Oh, that's General Sitwell.
Grata, what's up? Gratu's in the house.
This is Sitwell, and this is Doolittle. If you've ever heard of Doolittle's Raiders, they did the first attack on Japan off of a Navy ship. They flew Army, I can't remember, A-10s or something like that. They stripped them down, and they were super heavy, and they were really hard to get these things down, enough weight to take off the deck. And yeah, they did it. They made the attack on Japan, and then they were supposed to bail out. There wasn't enough fuel, so they had to bail out, and they thought they were bailing out over communists or over China, and trying to get back home after that. But that is Doolittle right there.
Oh, cool.
Let's see what else we got over here.
Man, I had that comic and I don't know what I do with it.
There's another Boy Commandos. I showed this on your show the other night.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I like this one a lot because, you know, this is after we've won in Europe apparently, and they're loading up the boats. They think they're on their way to Tokyo, but you know, thinking just how many guys got put on a boat to go over to Europe or over to the Pacific that never came home. And they always thought they'd be back. They told their loved ones, you know, I'll see you when I come back or whatever. Write me. I'll see you when I get home. They never made it. So many.
Yeah, I agree. They did it so we didn't have to.
Yeah. I'm a stick in the mud sometimes. I'm a Debbie Downer sometimes on stuff like that. But
Okay, well, on the uplifting side, I got a modern comics with Blackhawks.
sweet. That's a cool one too. Is that a space helmet?
Yep, fish bowls. She's wearing shorts. And I'm sure that air can't get through there.
That looks like not fish bowls, but the water coolers from work and everything.
I remember on this book, I called the owner of I can't think of the seller now, DTA Collectibles. So I called him, talked to him. I said, something's on your website sucks, man. I was telling him it's so dang slow. And he's like, you know what? Call so-and-so. So he gave me another number. He said, call this guy. So I was like, man, what's with your software? You takes like 5 minutes to load a page. So he's like, I know, we got to fix it. So I was asking if they had this book still because I couldn't find it on their website, but it was on eBay. And I knew it'd be cheaper on their website.
So they have a website. They also go by 2 names on eBay.
Yeah.
It's DTA Collectibles, and what's the other one?
Oh, I forget.
So I didn't know they had a website, to be honest. You might have told me that before, but I didn't remember.
Yeah, they're a lot cheaper on the sometimes up to $20.
Yeah, because I think they're kind of expensive on eBay.
They even got more expensive. I just saw their new listings. I was shocked.
Yeah. Oh,
They have making offers though, but Mummy cover,
yeah, that's
Speed
awesome.
Comics, Captain Freedom, number 42, March 46. Rudy Pereira's cover. I think I bought this at a big spine roll. One of my first ones I pressed before I had a press with an iron.
Yeah, that's how I found you. You were ironing a spine roll.
That's how you found me. I am Iron Man.
I said, "Who is this guy? What the hell's
Crazy. Skyman. Look at that restoration, brother. Look at that rest. Isn't that pretty good restoration?
Yeah, that is. That's cool.
Look at those guns. That's so cool, ain't it?
That is awesome.
I remember for years and years, I wanted an early copy of Big Shot because of this headdress, or what do you call it? Trade dress, headdress. And I just couldn't afford to buy it. And then finally I was able to afford it. I find it for $100. And I'd snatch them up, even if they were like missing centerfold or had stuff like that. They're just so cool. I don't remember what I paid for this one. I don't think it was 100 though.
I got a book to show. You actually told Charlotte to get this one for Christmas. Yeah. On my birthday. This is
oh yeah.
Mechanics, not a comic, just a magazine. Cool early Mickey Mouse on here. Mickey Mouse and Pluto and Donald. This is from 1937, it says.
I know that, dude. That is a sweet cover.
Modern Mechanics. I thought that was so cool. So what this is basically talking. Oops, dropped my phone. This basically has a story in here about how they developed comics at the time, like not comics but cartoons, and it was how Disney did it, and I think it was not only the development of the cartoons but like the sound, how they create the sounds and everything. It's been a while since I read this, but I think you were the one that told my wife about that.
Yeah, I said I called her up and said that'd be a great Christmas gift for you.
1937, man, that's really cool.
So she said, "Well, purchase it for me, and I'll pay you back."
Oh, did she?
I think so.
That's funny.
That is.
Did you buy this, or did you have him buy it and you paid him? That's my wife over there. Hello.
What?
I'm talking to you.
What?
Did you buy this, or did he and you paid him?
I must have paid him because I don't remember buying it.
Huh? Yeah, she done.
Yeah, my memory still works.
Well, did you hear that? That was Nana. She dropped something.
Tell her, watch that Tiger Comics.
Are these his? Oh.
Hey, Ma.
Okay. He already heard me say it.
This is Lou Fine cover.
Mine.
March 44, number 40. I paid 72 with shipping. It was an auction win. I have it listed. Auction win with an exclamation point. Dude, the other day, was it this week? Someone won that Captain Marvel. Can you hear me, Steve? Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm telling you the story. So there was an auction, and I put it on the watch list, but I didn't keep an eye on it. Someone won for $18 the Captain Marvel issue where he's flying with the stamp.
Oh, really? Wow.
18.
Was it really low condition?
It's probably a 3.0, 3.5 maybe.
That should have went for about 60
It was
cents.
a V. Yeah, they said it was a VG. That's like $120 book.
They're being pretty loud over here. I don't know if you hear that, but here's
Don't bother me.
see. I got this because it kind of looked like Minnie Mouse on the cover. This is Rib Tickler number 8.
I think I have the second print of that.
Doesn't that look like Minnie Mouse?
Yep. It sure does.
How did they get away with that at the time? Especially, I mean, this is in the 50s. Walt Disney was trying to build up Disney, trying to buy all that land in Florida. No, but he was building up a Disneyland. I figure he would have went after him really hard if he ever saw that.
And not only that, her skirt's up above her bloomers.
Yeah, and okay, I don't know what. Oh, this is my wife has been going to the comic book store with me lately, and this is the kind of stuff she's been picking. She thinks Domino is the most powerful character in the universe because according to the Deadpool movie, she has the power of luck. So she kind of has foresight almost. But my wife thinks that makes her the most powerful character in the universe. Definitely most underrated.
I don't know. I like Domino. I like the name. I think she looks cool. I think if they have the right writer, she works. But if sometimes some of the writers, the stuff I read, it's too bland.
Here's some books I got from Tennessee too. This is Daredevil number 1.
Oh, is that my AOK?
Maybe 157.
That Charlotte hasn't made a video on yet?
Daredevil number 151.
Yeah, I need all these.
Daredevil number 166.
That's it.
Mine. I'm not sure.
That's incredible because those are exactly the issues I'm missing.
Let's see what. Oh, this is cool. I brought these up to show for the 4th. Everybody knows this, but DC during the bicentennial had a banner on top of their comics for DC salutes the bicentennial. This is one of the issues I got for $1. The Claw.
Nice. It's a newsstand.
It is a newsstand, isn't it?
Holy crap.
Oh, and here's one I got for out of that 50-cent pile that I haven't bagged anymore. This is the Losers number 168. Is that the one that you were trying to get from me that one time? Because the girl in the news?
I don't think so, but that's pretty cool.
Or was that Jonah Hex issue?
Jonah Hex.
Yeah.
Probably Weird Western Tales. I think I did get it. I think I have it now. I found it in a $1 bin or a 50-cent bin, but it was really like beat up, and I pressed it and straightened it up, and it looks pretty good in Mylar. Just don't take it out of Mylar, it won't look good. Another one?
Nah, I'm just showing that again. I like that. Like I said, 1945 baseball. All the guys that played baseball, like Ted Williams, people like that, went to enlist in World War II or got drafted. So there's a bunch of scrubs at the time playing, whoever was left. But I thought this was really cool that they did have this on here. We already talked about this, but I figured I'd show it again. And then my Army books, my How. I love that one. That one's great. Great cover.
Hoot and Howl.
My Reader's Digest.
And that's only part of your collection.
Yep. Our Popular Mechanics with that on there. All right, what you got?
What do I got?
Are we telling? Is it story time again? Are we telling more stories?
You could tell them. Sing a song. Yeah, tell a story.
All right. I told you earlier. I got told to go home one night, pack up my bag, and I was headed somewhere. I might get a change in camis. I was either going to Mogadishu or Bosnia or Haiti, and I ended up going to the Haiti one. So I'm laying in my rack. My rack was on the bottom in the berthing area. The berthing area is where everybody sleeps. So we got about 60 Marines in a berthing area, and the racks stack. There's just enough room for you to lay flat on your back and turn over, and your shoulders get through. That's how much room you have, unless you're on the top. Of course, the top guy gets the best rack because he's got all this room. So I'm on the bottom, and one of the things I learned really quick is they do a lot of drills in the Navy when you're on a ship. So one morning, I got off work about 3 hours before. So I'm laying there sleeping. All of a sudden, these warning bells come blasting. Bring, 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 bring. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. And the ship banks hard. And I roll right out of the rack onto the floor by everybody's boots. And I'm like, ah, Haitians got torpedoes. No, it was a drill. It was a drill, and that scared the crap out of me. But there I am laying on the floor by everybody's boots, rolled right out of the rack, and I'm like,
That's funny.
what kind of thing am I in? These Haitians got torpedoes. They're shooting at American warships.
That's funny. That's like a John Belushi movie.
Yeah, I tell you what, I about crapped my pants. I thought it was real, and these sirens are just blaring for like a whole minute. Finally, they come on the speakers. I don't remember how they say it, but they say all clear, all clear. This was just a test.
That must have been quite embarrassing.
Oh man, and this was like a lot of Marines' first times on ship, and there were a lot of us that had no clue what had just happened. We were all getting dressed. You're like, hey, we better go try and find a life raft or something.
The Collector Geek said this is the first appearance of Tootsie Roll or something like that. The character, the superhero.
Tootsie Roll.
Captain Tootsie or something.
Huh? Never heard of that.
He was the character for their advertisement for the candy. And I guess they did like comic stories with him. Actually, I think there was a couple comics too. I didn't know that. I just bought it because of this. I have two of them.
That's cool.
The other one's lower grade. It's got writing inside the letters. But heck.
You told me before that you've read Cats and Jammer Kids, but man, those are so hard to read those.
They are because they make it in like a German, very strict German sounding.
Yeah.
I was happy to find that one.
Oh, that's cool.
For
Did you work on that one? I don't remember.
$96 with shipping. I think I offered them a lower than they were asking, and they took it right away. So sometimes, when they have these big books and you offer them low, you're like thinking they're going to come back, that they would never take it.
Yeah.
Then you probably think when you buy it, oh man, is this book stolen? They just want to get rid of it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's a cool cover.
Rayman looks like he confirmed the name. He did a video on Captain Tootsie.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
See that. Okay, I got to check it out.
Or he
Captain Tootsie, I guess I was correct. At my age, it's always good when you remember stuff.
I'm getting there.
I have two of these, but here's one of them.
I like that.
Victory. Kind of like in the vein of the Spirit of 76.
Yep.
So that's number 43 from November 1943. I deem this book scarce. So I have two copies. What did I pay for this? $64. The other one's lower grade. I think I paid $20 with shipping for the other one. Yeah, but I think them days are over, man. Wife's getting ready to retire. I have not bought a comic book in almost going on 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yep.
I
A
grabbed-
record. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I grabbed some more books that came in my box from BWD. Figured I'd show a couple more of those.
So June 42, number 31,
Who's the general on there or whatever?
MacArthur.
Oh, is that MacArthur? I can't.
Yeah. Says fight with MacArthur. Dude,
That's awesome.
it's killer. Killer. Don't you just have a comic and you go, I can't believe this is mine. I can't believe I own this. How about that one?
I get that one. I get a really nice copy of that one.
I got 2 of these. This one's not that scarce. People ask too much money for it.
I'm taking a book out of the Mylar here to show. It was one I told you about last night from BWD.
Hold on, look at this one. It needs a press.
Mine's like a 7.0, I think, maybe even higher.
Wow. Okay, let's see what you got.
All right, I told you about this last night. This is one of the books that BWD sent me. I took it out of the bagging board. This is Hollywood 3D with Marilyn Monroe on the cover. And I was flipping. I took it out and flipped through it, and then I flipped over and saw this on the backside. I was like, "Whoa!" Remember, I told you she was like on a chair or something.
Yeah.
Over. That is gorgeous. I like that. This is the actual 3D book, But yeah, this is pretty cool. There were some other characters in here that we talked about last night. Who else did I see? Oh, they got like pinups here. Who is that? That's Yvonne DiCarlo.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Yvonne.
yeah, the other one is Ann Miller. But Yvonne here. Yeah, I had huge crush on her on the Munsters. Let's see, who else was in here?
What about Marilyn?
Jane Russell and Zsa Zsa Gabor. Zsa Zsa.
Ooh. I like Ava. Ava Gabor.
Maureen O'Hara and Jane. I don't know who Jane is. I'm not sure, but Jane is
Mansfield.
maybe. That's probably who it is. Let's see who else is in here. More pictures of Jane. Maybe that's Marilyn Monroe's character from that. No, it is Jane Mansfield.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really cool book. There's Marilyn.
I know. I picked it up recently. The cover you don't see very Marilyn Monroe covers on comics. There ain't that many.
Monroe. It is Jane Mansfield.
Is it? But
whole time.
yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, I thought that was Marilyn.
So did I.
Wow, I really thought that was Marilyn.
I think they have Marilyn in there though. Some pinups of her.
Here's another book that I got from BWD. This is Air War Stories. This is a great cover on here. It's a Silver Age book.
Cool. Dell, man. Oh, Dell, man. They actually put an insignia on the vehicle.
Yeah.
They used to not do that.
That was probably 68, I would guess. Let's see what else I got here. He sent me, I think this is a 4-issue series, but this is another horror series. This is Shock Shop. And these are decent stories. I read them for horror. They're pretty good.
Right. Horror's hard to write.
Yeah. Especially good horror.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, here's a cool one that he sent me. This is Archie's Madhouse. I can't see the number, but it's a Silver Age one. Got some little Martians there taking a peek at the or Mars.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let me see if I can find that one I thought was really great. It was it's another Archie book. Yeah, while I'm looking for that. Sorcery. This is another one he sent me. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's who does the cover?
Morrow?
Yeah, Gray Morrow. I believe that's a Morrow cover.
Probably is. Looks like it.
I want to find this Archie book because I thought this was so awesome. This one's kind of cool. This is got a pumpkin on it, so I'm gonna consider it a Halloween cover. But this is Dell Animal Comics.
We'll allow it.
See the pumpkins down here?
Yep. We'll allow it. It is a Halloween. No, I'm gonna see it again though. Don't hold, you put it away too quick.
No.
Hold on. Oh, so it fell on his head?
Yeah, it looks like
Pogo?
in there.
Okay.
Pogo.
Nice.
And or the gator. What's the gator's name?
I forget. I always forget. That's what I always ask when I'm reading it. What's the gator's name?
Let's see.
Someone's gonna tell us, I hope.
Oh, I want somebody to tell me who this is because Mike and I were talking about this. This is another book from BWD. This is Walter Lance New Funnies. I can't see the issue. It's 10-cent cover. So probably like 56. Who is the bunny? I know that's Andy Panda and Woody Woodpecker, but who is the bunny?
Oh, that's Oswald. That's right.
Is that who that is?
Oswald, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I forgot about that.
Here's a really cool one. I love Thor, and this is the second appearance of him.
Yeah, great cover.
Yep.
Kirby.
Yes. Nice looking copy.
Nice. Battle cover. Come on, dude. You're putting it away too quick. I'm enjoying it. It's nice. I have a high grade too. I don't know. Might be a little bit better than yours.
Yeah, it can be shown on Thursdays for Thor Day or Road Thursday or whatever they call it. Thursday.
Right. Yeah, dude. That's cool.
Here's
you're a proud owner.
Yeah, this is another one from BWD. This is a Mexican copy of the Three Stooges. Really cool looking cover. It looks like they were dressed up like Roman soldiers or something.
I think that's Gold Key.
Yeah.
Reprint. Gold Key reprints, someone told me foreign reprints are really scarce.
Here's the Hanna-Barbera I do not remember. The Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan.
Oh, yeah. I watched that.
I don't remember that at all.
No?
Must have been before my time.
It was, I don't know what it was, like 74, 75.
What does that say? The hot ice cream man? Does that mean he's not like good looking or he's stealing stuff? What do you think? The hot ice cream man.
That's pretty cool.
So were they a bunch of detectives, kind of like Scooby-Doo and the mystery gang?
Basically.
Okay.
It said how, yeah, I mean, there were many, Hanna-Barbera had so many ripoffs of their Scooby-Doo that they made. Because it was a hit. It was, the formula was like the hit for them.
I thought this was a fun-looking cover. This says, I don't know who Pines Comics was, but this is Tom Terrific. I just thought that was a fun-looking little cartoon cover.
They used to publish with Nador and Standard, and then I don't know, somehow they were connected. And I think in the Silver Age, then Pines just published their own comics for a while. Not very long, though.
Here you go. I know you like this character. This is Sad Sack number 234, Bronze Age book.
I'm not a big Sad Sack fan. Why did you think that?
Aren't you collecting Harveys? Or was that?
Yeah, I don't really. Sad Sack's not my favorite. I do have like some scarce like annual or something,
Ah,
which is the first appearance of his niece
you know, I know
cousin.
Sad Sack. It's that guy from New York. What's his name?
I
The
don't
one
know.
Hans and has the shop with the Funko Pops.
Oh,
His
I know
name.
you're talking. I know you're talking about.
Let's
Who
see.
is that? Now I can't remember.
Here's a cool one. He knows I like horror. This is Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library number 64.
Nice. Charlton's are cool.
Nice
Yeah,
black.
he gave me a bunch.
I kind of
Charlton's are cool.
that area in there. I haven't read this yet, but this looks kind of cool, and it's from 1993. It's got a great Halloween cover. This is Man Eating Cow number 7. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I like
That
these.
is pretty cool, yeah.
And that cow looks great.
That's a homage to the Ghost Rider.
You think
The
so?
yeah, the Ghost Rider 2099.
Okay.
Look at it from the Guardians of the Galaxy cover.
I don't remember that one.
Look in your CDLZ under the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or I think it's Volume 1.
That's on my phone, and I'm using my phone.
I mean, not right now, but later on.
Yeah, I will.
That looks like it.
Here's a cool House of Mystery he sent me. This is House of Mystery number 135 with some kind of space alien on here.
Classic DC.
Yeah.
It's a miscut, just not a spine roll.
Nope, it says miswrap, spine roll, creases, chipping, old comic smell. I love the
You
way
got
he labels everything that he finds wrong with the books. It's
you got to
great.
press that, man. I just pressed one of his books. He had a big spine roll. ACG.
I can't read what else it says on here. My eyes are pretty bad. Anyway, here's another Chilling Adventures in Sorcery. I think this is also, yeah, it's a Gray Morrow cover.
That's the same one, ain't it?
No, this is a different one. I had two
Oh,
different ones. Maybe I did show this one again, but they were really close together.
uh-huh.
Maybe I did show it again. Let's see. Still looking for that Archie book. 'Cause I really-
Hey, we're the Archies.
here's a House of Mystery number 141.
Sweet. I like those.
Yeah.
Good read, good smell, good whole experience.
I like this cover. This looks like it might be miscut, which I think a lot of this publisher's books seem to be miscut or something. But this is Lil Abner, Alcaps Lil Abner 75.
Ooh.
Like the cover on that.
Mm-hmm. Good read. His mom's a hoot. That's from what year?
Probably 54, I would think.
Does it have that 54 smell?
I haven't opened it up. It probably does. Let's see. Here is another Charlton. This is The Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves. I don't know what number 19. Out of the Tomb. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That is cool. Look at the skull, like behind him, the rocks, like they form a skull. Or that is a skull.
Yep.
Isn't it?
He looks like he's a cowboy out in the old Wild West. Death pointing the way.
That's cool, man.
Let's see what else we got here.
I'm hooked on. I'm on the Charlton train. I'm hooked.
We got a coverless comic here. This is Captain Marvel Adventures number 91 from. I can't see anything. 1946, maybe.
Okay. Oh, okay. Captain Marvel.
I cannot find that Archie book. I want to see that Archie book.
Okay. Oh,
I thought it was a really interesting book.
four color.
I've been wanting that one. I like
Number
that.
62. This is a book you dream about. I'm just kidding. 1942, first appearance of the Junior Commandos.
I really do want that book. I've been looking for that one.
There is a second print, but it's not fully, doesn't fully reprint interior, just part of it.
Yep.
I didn't know that, and I sent the listing to Joe, and then he told me it wasn't the same one. I'm like, dang it. I would have bought it. But anyways.
I found
So
mine.
yeah, I haven't read this yet. But I have it marked extremely scarce. Don't try to buy this on eBay. Don't look for it at all. Don't look for this book. You won't find it. Just stay off eBay. And yeah, you're not going to find it. So just don't go there. That's all I got to say on that book.
Are we still live? What are these guys doing? They're boring me to death.
Magic Comics. God Bless America, the lyrics.
That's cool.
Where is it? The Star Spangled Banner. Magic Comics number 36, July 43, American flag cover. So happy birthday to America. Did I show this yet? I don't think I showed that one yet. True Comics, 15 August 1942. Yeah.
I get that one. I like the flag cover.
I still got to package up my prize for the live show yet. Yeah, man, I'm so glad that I found that book because I almost opened up that package to check if it was in there. And I did such a nice job making it tied secure. I'm like, oh.
Oh, you thought you might have thrown it in where you either prize
Well,
bag.
you told me, you said maybe you put it in one of the things you were
Yep.
that you were putting out. So I'm like, oh no, I hope not. And I came very close. I said, let me retrace my steps. I said, because I'll hate myself if I find it after I open that thing up.
How many more books you got, man? Because I'm about ready for dinner.
All right, okay. Let me see here. Okay, 6:30. Okay, I guess we should call it.
I got one more. I did find that Archie book I wanted to show because I thought.
Okay. What do I show as? Oh, I thought I put it on you.
Huh?
I thought I put it on you.
Oh. So this is the Life of Archie, number 27 from 1963. I thought this came from PWD, and I thought this was a really cool book. It's an Eiffel Tower book, and it also has probably one of the strangest Archie covers I've ever seen. It's actually got a person chasing him with a gun. They're hanging off the edge of the Eiffel Tower overlooking France, Paris, and looks like they're about to shoot Jughead and Archie. I don't think I've ever seen an Archie cover like that, but I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that
that is cool. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one kind of like that.
Okay, I'll just show two more.
Okay.
So, Popular Comics, you have this one.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
It always looks like Tony Stark to me.
He does.
Here.
Yeah. Actually looks like his dad.
Yeah. So that, and then why not Rangers Comics?
I don't have any Ranger comics. I like them, but they're too expensive for me on the ones that I want. Like, I want the ones with the World War II kind of covers on there. They're always too expensive for me.
They'll come down. You'll find them. Keep looking. Yeah, I do search Wings every now and then, like just go through the whole, like up to like 20 pages.
Yeah.
See if there's anybody selling something cheap in
Like
decent
the girl-
shape.
The bondage.
Anything depends, you know.
Yeah.
Those early issues, if you find them really like 5.0s for like $40 or lower, you got yourself a deal.
Yep.
You just never know. Sometimes people are desperate to make money, you know, in this economy.
Yeah.
So you shoot them. I mean, I wouldn't say like go like super low just to undercut them, but you know, sometimes they overprice a lot of these things.
Yeah.
Lately, anyway, I'm seeing from $30 to 100 something. It doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thank you everybody for watching us just hang out, be nerds, share our collection.
Story time.
Steve, appreciate it, brother.
Story
We'll let
time fun, weren't they?
How what's that?
I said story times were fun, weren't they?
They were. We're gonna do it again.
Yep. Cool.
So, anyways, everybody have a great night and a good week. We'll catch y'all later.
See ya.